The 93X Half-Ass Morning Show podcast is sponsored by Standard Heating and Air Conditioning.
Don't wait for an AC breakdown this summer. Get a free in-home estimate with Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Schedule your appointment today at standardheating.com.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show, Backtracks Edition.
Ashley, do you have a story about a windshield?
Oh, yeah. Why are people texting in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you post something on Twitter or something?
Yeah. Oh, I don't think you're going to want to see it. You're going to be worried about me. Yeah, because you guys know that I have like a messed up hood. Because
No.
I hit a deer like 2 years ago and I just never got around to fixing it because the car runs fine. It's always gets the job done.
Got a dent in the hood from hitting a deer?
Yeah, and so I use like this little bungee cord just to like make sure that it's secured down, just to, you know.
You have a bungee cord over the top of your hood?
Yeah, just like.
I got to see this.
Not over the whole entire front, just like just at the cusp of the front of the car.
Sounds like something my brother would do. Sometimes he uses an old sock for a gas cap, things like that.
Yeah, I mean, the car runs good. It just doesn't look pretty.
All right.
So I went and I did a very responsible thing yesterday. Went and got my oil changed. And the
Sure.
oil light's been on for about a week. So I
Every
was really
10,
proud of
12,000
myself.
miles, you know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you got to start thinking about it.
Yeah, every 10, 12,000.
So I felt really good. I was having a great day. And usually when I bring it into a place like Valvoline or, you know, like a place where you just pull in, I take it upon myself to open my hood for them and put it back down so that they don't feel like they're responsible for having to do that. And so that's what I did. And when I did that, I thought, that bungee cord doesn't feel like it's in the right spot that it usually is. So I got on the highway and I was catching more wind under my hood than I usually do. Usually there's like a little bit happening, and so I kind of knew it was coming. And about a minute later, my hood flips up on the freeway when I'm going about 70 and smacks my windshield.
That's happened to me, except it didn't smash the windshield, luckily, but it just bent up on this old piece of garbage I used to have. I guess the hook or whatever didn't work anymore. It was all rusted out.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I had no idea.
Yeah.
Now, luckily, there's little vents at what would be the top of the hood. So when it flipped up, I could see out those enough to pull over. How was it for you? Could you see anything?
Yep, that was the same situation that I had. And thankfully, I was semi on edge already, or else I probably would have lost it.
Windshield flips up. Pardon me.
Hard.
The hood flips up, smashes into your windshield, and how were you able to see where you were going?
There's like a little space between my hood, and, like the vents, where the vents would be.
And
so,
Jesus Christ.
yep. So I just calmly just pulled over to the right, just put my flashes on, sat there for about 5 minutes before I did anything.
You were just shaking?
Yep, just kind of taking in what just happened and having just like cars zoom by me. I was like, all right.
The first thing I thought was, I know I've seen this in a comedy somewhere.
Right.
I know for a fact this has been in some movie.
Happened on Dukes of Hazzard every week.
Maybe that's what I was thinking of. I knew once that happened, I thought I've seen this in a movie somewhere. I didn't think it could happen in real life.
It happened to Tommy Boy.
That's what I was thinking of.
When he puts the oil in, Tommy leaves the can in there and shuts the hood so it doesn't shut all the way.
Well, let me see. When was... Oh, that was 95. So no, this was before Tommy Boy.
Okay.
I couldn't help but think, I'm like, everybody's looking at me. I'm an idiot. And then I have to get out there and try to I'm so weak, so I'm trying to pull my hood down.
You're not going to make it.
I had to put my whole body into the darn thing.
So I told you a long time ago, Josh, she's not going to make
I'm not
it.
going to make it.
You did. You say it a lot. Mm-hmm. So what ended up happening?
So I eventually just got it down, smashed it in as hard as I could.
The hood, you mean?
Yep, and then went about 40 all the way home. I only had like 8 minutes to go.
How bad
thankfully,
is that windshield spidered?
Oh, I do not drive that car right now.
Oh, it's that
currently.
bad, huh?
Yeah, I cannot drive that.
Are you going to give it 2 years before you fix the windshield the way you gave it 2 years to fix the hood?
No. I got lucky enough. I have got someone that's gonna help me out and fix it for me. So.
Doesn't your mom have a damaged hood, Wapple, like from the piercing?
Oh, my God.
I was going to apologize before that joke.
God.
Dude.
It was
It tore things up.
a cheap piercing.
Yeah, you got to spend money if you're going to get a hood piercing.
That's a good one.
She shows everybody.
Yeah, Claire's was not good for that choice.
I was going to make... First time we've ever done this here. It's usually little girls' ears.
You have to be careful.
For the record, Wap, I was going to make that joke with Ashley, but I didn't think it'd be appropriate.
Thank you.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how frightening was this experience going 60 and having the hood come loose on you?
Just
Did you
because
scream?
I kind of expected it. It was probably only like a 3 or 4.
You kind of expected it.
Yeah, because like I said, when I threw my hood down after the oil change, I thought something just doesn't feel right.
But you
here.
just kept on cooking.
Yeah, I was like, you know what? I'm only 10 minutes away from home. I can make it. I did not make it.
So you didn't scream or wet your pants or anything?
No.
I had the brakes
I
go
cried
out on
eventually.
me once. Oh, you did? You cried?
I've had that happen too.
I had the brakes come smooth out from under me.
Heck no.
And this was on a new car that this happened.
Oh, this was the furthest thing from a new car. Really? You had the brakes go out on a new car?
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of my biggest fears.
My wife's vehicle.
Tell me what that was like.
Well, so we had left, I think, something really cool, like the Home and Garden show.
Oh, sweet.
And we're on our
Okay,
back, and
that is cool.
And I heard like a grinding, and I asked my wife, I'm like, and it was, like I said, it was a new car. We only had it for maybe a month. And it was her car, and I was driving it, and I said, did you notice any weird sound there? And she's like, I didn't hear it. So I thought, okay, maybe it was just something outside. And then it happened again. I'm like, okay, you heard that one, right? She's like, no, I didn't hear a thing. So I thought I was just going crazy. Well, then later on, we were driving our dog back from the vet, the emergency vet, and we're on Cedar or 77, headed north.
Sure.
Coming up to Cliff Road. And all of a sudden, I'm like, well, I should probably slow down and get over from my exit. And nothing worked.
Oh, God.
It didn't work at all.
You're stomping on the sumbitch.
Yeah, nothing.
Stomping on the
Just completely
brakes.
gone. Totally gone.
Seriously.
So I did the smart thing, and I drove the rest of the way home with just engine braking, right?
Really?
And, yeah. And with I was able to get it to stop with the emergency brake at
Oh
home.
my gosh, that's so scary, Josh.
But to be, it was like 2 a.m. There's nobody on the road, so.
Okay. That made a difference, I suppose.
Yeah, thank God.
in
Thank
your
God. Yeah, I should have
overall-
started with that. Yeah, there was nobody on the road whatsoever.
It's fun to trade, adventures behind the wheel. I've had some harrowing moments behind the wheel of a motor vehicle. Josh knows the night that the lady almost killed me head on.
Oof, yeah, that still scares me, that story.
She ended up killing a few people behind me.
Yeah, I can't believe how
Wait,
close
what?
you were.
A gal, a wrong-way driver. This was St. Patrick's Day, 98, 99. The lady made the news. It was a horrible, horrible thing. She, if I remember right, she was wasted, wrong way on 35W. And I don't know how I was able to toggle my way out of this, but, there's plenty of folks in our listening audience who have probably been in this situation. You don't know how you made it seconds to respond. Here come headlights at me. I'm going 65. The vehicle coming at me is going 65.
Oh, jeez.
I did have a little bit of a warning because ahead of me, it was nighttime. Ahead of me, I saw brakes pumping and vehicles swerving, swerve kind of a thing. So I wasn't the only one who got lucky. And here comes this, and I'm wondering, what the hell's going on up ahead of me? Here comes this wrong-way vehicle.
Well, and you probably didn't even think it's real when it's happening, too.
Yeah. I mean, what you mean by that is it wasn't clear to me right away that there was a wrong-way vehicle headed directly at me. Yeah. You don't expect something like that. It was a gas brake, left, right, kind of a toggling that I did in order to get out of the way. And I still don't know how I made my way around her, but I did. Behind me, she continued on and did smash into some people, and there were a couple people killed.
Oh,
So
my.
awful.
Wow.
I didn't mean to go dark here, but that
you
was...
must have a guardian angel, that's for sure.
I was shaken for the rest of the night. I was on my way to a St. Patty's Day party. You should have seen. I think I drank my first 4 beers in a minute and 30.
Yeah, I could see that.
I didn't mean to go completely dark, but if we're, trading these harrowing driving stories, aside from that moment where I came very close to being instantly killed, it was when I had the brakes go out on this pile of garbage car I had when I was about 20. For you West Metro people, and they're the best people, for the record, the West Metro people. I was on Highway 101 headed towards 55. And suddenly I realized I had jack squat for brakes. And I was probably going 50, 55, downshifted, and that didn't cut it. And here I am headed towards Highway 55, which is just whizzing with traffic, right? And I'm like, I got to do something, or next stop, 55, and I'm going to be killed and probably kill 5, 6 other people. If you're from that area, on the corner of 101 and 55 on the west side of 101, there's a pharmacy there now, but back in the day, it was a gas station and a Tom Thumb. And that was my last opportunity to turn off of 101 before getting to 55.
I miss Tom Thumb.
Tom Thumb was a rock star joint. And I didn't even have power steering. That's how old this piss pile vehicle was. It was everything I had to turn that sucker hard right into that parking lot of the Tom Thumb gas station. It was suspended animation. What I'll never forget is the looks on the faces of the people pumping gas as I blazed past them and smashed into the curb. But I was very happy to smash into that effing curb.
Yes.
I'll never forget this old lady just pumping gas, watching me go by. She had a look on her face as if she was saying, "What's wrong with this Jaguar?"
Crazy drunk driver.
70, what was it, a 77 AMC Gremlin I was driving at the time, Josh.
Nice. I bet nowadays that'd be nice to own.
Especially a manual.
It was garbage.
I've had a couple other instances. Once I was on 94, just west of 35W, I think. And so, where soon after that it becomes a racetrack, as you know.
Yes.
And
like my dad says, it's like someone dropped a green flag.
Pretty much.
Yeah, once you get to that point on 94.
And there was I was on a motorcycle, and there was I was riding. I know you're all picturing me on the back of someone else's, but I was operating.
Imagine.
Piloting.
Yes, I was operating.
I was actually picturing you in the sidecar.
I'm more of a sidecar guy now.
Gosh darn it, now I'm thinking of it.
But I was really into it for a while. And a work truck in front of me, a ladder came. I was in the center lane, and a ladder came out, and it went straight down the center lane, and then it just jogged to the right and went off the road. I mean, I thought, we're all dead, especially me. I was on a motorcycle. And it was like right as this thing came out so fast, I could barely react. So I moved to the left. It goes to the right.
Wow.
Just got completely lucky on that one.
I could have pictured you popping a sick wheelie over that thing or something, doing some cool
Just
stunts.
jump.
Yeah.
Did you ever get knocked off of your motorcycle? Wasn't there a time where...
Oh, yeah, I crashed.
Okay.
They say everybody crashes. They say, yeah, I crashed once.
Okay.
Going too fast around a corner in an area I didn't know, and hit some gravel. And it was my fault. It was stupid. And then another time when I first got my motorcycle, I was 18, the first one I got, because my folks wouldn't let me have one. So I had to wait till I turned 18. And I was watching cheerleaders practice at Washburn High School on a windy road, and I crashed into a curb, almost into a tree. Luckily, it's pretty slow there, so I didn't get hurt. But my pride was just destroyed.
It's tough to come back from that.
Yeah.
The first time you told that story was the first time I ever heard anyone refer to women as fly honeys.
Oh, they were so fly.
When you first heard, when he first told the story, he said they were fly honeys.
And for
from
a record,
Washburn High School.
Or for the record, I could say they're fly honeys because I was their same age at that time.
You were.
Yes.
You were just
Now it's more creepy, but at that time.
a young buck.
And then the only other, for me, real close call was coming over the 35W bridge over here by work. That thing gets icy, even with the de-icer they spray at.
Yeah.
Well, okay, let me change that. I don't know about the new one. This was the old one.
What gets
Before
icy?
it fell. That bridge over the 35W bridge, right? So I don't know if it still does, because this is the old bridge before it went down. And there's a dude in front of me who spun out and did a complete 360, so much so that we locked eyes.
Oh, wow.
And he's looking at me like, can you believe this is happening? And I'm looking at him like, I can't believe this is happening. And he ends up, he nailed it. It was awesome. He spun around and just kept on going.
I had the locked eyes. I had that same experience with a snowy, icy road where the dude in front of me did a 360 and we made eye contact. That's like a real moment between people there. That you can't make that up. You can't make up that moment of.
We had a connection.
That connection.
I mean, I won't forget his face. And this is, I don't know, 15 years ago or something. Did were you, the person you locked eyes with, were they gigantic?
No, it was they were actually fairly stoic.
Oh, not this guy.
Yeah.
This guy was like a cartoon.
Matter of fact, it kind of weirded me out how plain an expression they had on their face
Does this happen
Like
all
they've
the
done
time?
it before.
as they were 360ing on a snowy freeway.
Maybe the guy was a stunt driver and he's just showing off.
Just another Tuesday.
I mean, if I could imitate a sound that his facial expression led me to believe he was making at the time, it was more like a almost like he got a kick out of it. Very stoic, very plain face, and almost kind of
This is sweet.
Oh, man, everybody drive safe out there. We don't need any more of these stories.
Yeah, no.
I got a text message from a dude. What'd he say? He said, "Great, I just woke up. I'm on hour 13 of an 18-and-a-half-hour road trip, and I got to listen to these horror stories." Wisco Maple Syrup Jesus sent me a picture of his front windshield. When he hit a deer, the deer went through the front windshield.
Heck no.
He was going 70. He doesn't explain exactly how he lived through this, but
Yeah,
to me, Wisco Maple Syrup Jesus, it looks like that deer ended up in the passenger seat with you. Get back to me.
Was it a buck?
He doesn't say anything about
doesn't
the.
say.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
he
there's
sent me it
no
too.
antlers?
It almost looks like it went into the driver's side.
Yeah, did you take a hoof right in the package or anything from?
Jeez, you have to hit that so hard. It is so hard to break your windshield.
Well, you just did
Or
it.
actually go through your windshield.
It looks like it ended up.
Wow.
The Spinorama dude that I was just explaining to you, where he had the real kind of plain, expressionless, almost stonery look on his face. Maybe he was high.
Oh, listen to. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, real quick. It reminds me of when you guys were young fellas, right out of high school. Did you still gather up with your bros and go play football? Mm-hmm. Run around playing football when you were still young? Sure. So I remember it was whatever pile of us at our old high school football field going to play some. And I thought I was making the right call, Josh. We were all old buddies. When I was on defense, I covered the kid who smoked the most pot at our high school.
Smart.
Right?
Yeah, good call. Good strategy.
Why do I want to cover the dude who actually played high school football, who actually was a real athlete? I'm going to cover the most stoned dude from our high. And then, like, on the third play of the game, he burns me, and he dives and makes this terrific catch in the end zone. I'm covering him, and I'll never forget this. As he was catching the football, as he's landing on the grass with this dramatic catch, I hear him go,
That's awesome.
even as he made the catch.
Yeah, too bad you guys didn't have mic'd up back then. That would've been awesome.
We could have used the mic'd up.
Asked me about CrossFit. Jesus said he was playing grab-ass games with a female friend, not paying attention while approaching a light. Mm-hmm. He was going about 5 miles an hour, bumped into the car in front of him. It wasn't a big deal, no damage whatsoever, except when he looked up and saw it was a highway patrol car. Oh. He was 16 and lost his license for 30 days.
Really?
Just
Ouch.
boop. Hit him right in the ass. That's not right. Well, we're glad you're not dead, Ashley, from your effing. The hood of the car comes up, it smashes in the window. Oh, there goes your joint. There goes your cell phone.
Honestly, I thought that was it. If I wasn't, like I said, somehow, like in the back of my head, like I knew something bad was going to happen. I don't know what would have
You weren't
went
smoking
down.
a joint or talking on the cell phone?
Heck no. That's like a 10-minute. I don't have enough time with the 10-minute drive to do that.
Oh, you got plenty of time.
I like to chill, take my time.
Text
with the weed.
and whatnot.
Yeah,
The half-assed morning show backtracks.
Hey, anybody know anyone who's tried amateur night at the local strip bar?
Yep.
Ashley, go ahead. Who do you know that's jumped on stage for amateur night?
a couple of my friends from high school.
How did it go? Were you there?
No, I was not there. I heard about it later. For one of them, it went well. She actually ended up working at one of the local strip joints for a while after that.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Was that something she had aspired to do, or did it on a whim and all of a sudden she has a new career out of it?
I guess somewhere in the middle. Had to pay for college, so.
Helped her
Wait,
That is true? Like,
Yeah.
some of them are trying to pay for college?
Yeah, yep. She genuinely did it to pay off her college loans.
She could probably do that in like a week and a half.
Yeah, she didn't work there for very long.
Usually it's just, she did not work there for
Maybe
very
like a month, and she was like, all right, I'm good. I came.
Oh,
did what
so
I
she
did,
didn't
made
pay
my
for
money.
much. She didn't pay for much college then after only a month.
Well, it depends on the girl.
Yeah.
Shoot, some
Well,
of them
that's
are
true.
making bank.
That's certainly true. Yeah, usually it's just a bunch of gals have too much to drink and they wander into the boom boom and they get up on stage for amateur night. Who do you know that's giving it a shot, Josh?
A friend's girlfriend. And
Were you there for this?
I was, and he did not know she was going to do that.
I was going to say, was he there for that?
Yes, he was.
Well, that must have been a real thrill for him.
No, it was not.
Why was it?
He was not excited about that at all. Now, the rest of us thought it was great and hilarious.
He was pissed, huh?
Well, pissed is a strong word. He was not pleased.
Oh, I would love that. That would be a great surprise for me.
No, I couldn't do that.
Well, you're too jealous. You're like a,
Are you a jealous guy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
You are?
God. I mean,
At least you admit it.
you just couldn't handle your girlfriend's boobies swinging around in front of a bunch of strangers?
No, I'd be in front. I'd be in the sniffers row with the towel trying to block people's views.
Sniffers row. That's disgusting. What a disgusting characterization of the front row there at the strip club.
It's time to grow up, Wapple.
Now, what would happen, Wapple? Would you look at her different and think, I can't date this lady
Oh,
anymore?
he'd be furious.
I mean, is that a relationship ender for you?
Might be.
He doesn't end
Really?
relationships, dude.
But, okay, would it pop in your head like, I just can't do this?
I don't think I could. Well,
Yeah, but-
maybe if it was just one time.
You see what I mean?
Like one time a night, you mean? Like a show at 8:30? Fridays, Saturdays?
I mean, does your current girlfriend know that she could basically do anything and you'd still come back for more?
Yes.
Okay, because I think that is true. You'd be upset, but it wouldn't be your relationship ender. You just couldn't do that.
Yeah.
I don't think. Well, yeah, amateur night at the Boom Boom. I've seen a few wild amateur nights, but nothing like this, by God. Nothing like stupid news story number one. Well, before I go into this, I have to say that I have almost never seen pure joy displayed on someone's face the way I saw it on Ashley's face when she and I sat side by side at the Boom Boom Room for Toys for Tatas a couple years ago.
I love it there. It's my happy place.
You were the happiest person I had ever encountered in my life on that day.
That's amazing.
It's just so great there. It's like Christmas morning.
That's true. I know you get very excited. And we were there for your first lap dance, were we not?
Yep.
With Coco, correct?
Yep.
Was that, I forget, was that in studio or was that at Rick's?
I believe that was in the studio.
Okay.
When she got her first lap
Yeah,
dance.
the very first lap dance.
Well, at Toys for Tatas a couple of years ago, I mean, I thought you were going to hurt yourself the way you were just so quickly whipping your head left to right to not miss anything.
And what's great is when Ashley's super happy, she just laughs. I mean, for real, no reason. She's just sitting there giggling, having so much fun.
That's true. I do. I
She
don't know
did
what to do.
She didn't even want to leave.
No.
I remember her boyfriend at the time was coming to pick her up, and she's like, my stupid boyfriend's coming.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's right.
I was near tears when he said he was coming.
That's right. You were really upset about that.
Yeah, and it wasn't like he was like mad that I was there. It's like, you should not be at a strip club.
She was just wide-eyed, the broadest grin I've ever seen the entire time. Just look at her and look at her. Oh, my God, look at her. She's got such a nice ass. Oh, my God, look at her. She's out of control. So, Wapple, you bring up the moment when she realized she was leaving.
Yes.
That was another facial expression I'll never forget. Because
yeah.
I was basically just watching Ashley the entire time. I was. Just because, and I was, it was like secondhand joy, if that's a proper...
You can
Anyway, so all of a sudden I watch her face just go from unbridled joy to complete devastation. And I thought she was going to tell me that her mother just got in a car accident.
She looked like if you took a toy away from a toddler, just ready to bawl.
And I said, what's wrong? Boyfriend's coming to pick me up.
Oh, she was pissed.
Yeah.
I should have known right there he was the wrong guy, because what's so great is, that happened. And then the next year, I was with my now husband, and he was like, yep, whenever you're ready to be picked up, just let me know. We'll go to Taco Bell and then go home and go to bed. We'll have a great day. It's like, you know what? You're awesome.
You're the
I
one.
love you. Yep, you're the one.
You know what's so great is you love it at Rick's. You just really do. And then you go to Thunder from Down Under, and you couldn't wait to get out of there.
Yeah, nope. I want the girls, not the guys. Thank
Naked
you.
girls, she loves it. Naked guys, no thanks.
Yep.
Says Ashley. You know what? Once I tried going to Taco Bell before the strip joint.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, after. Always
not the
after.
The girls aren't allowed. Workplace hazard.
Oh, wow. So here we go. Here's a story of an amateur night. Or at least, this is even before amateur night happened. They're trying to line up. I'll tell you the story. Dancer auditions for a soon-to-be open Las Vegas strip club were cut short by the fire marshal after too many people showed up to watch the tryouts. So kind of like an amateur scene. These were, I mean, maybe some of these girls had worked as strippers before, but maybe some of them had not. Tryouts for Club Ice. Did you hear what I said?
I did.
That's
I
bad,
enjoyed
right?
the way you said it.
Yeah, Club Ice. Tryouts were held last Wednesday in Henderson, Nevada, which is just outside of Vegas. The event proved to be a little too popular. TMZ reported that 1,000 women signed up, and the fire marshal had to shut it down to avoid any potential injuries. I thought I had heard that strip joints were really struggling because women just weren't interested in that now that there's OnlyFans and Instagram and all these, right?
OnlyFans
we had-
was taken over.
We had talked about that. Wasn't there like a New Orleans strip club was like having to fly women down, dancers down to kind of fill the room up?
Yeah, they're not having trouble in this part of Vegas. At one point, a host is heard saying, "This mother effer is too packed. Y'all gotta back up. Y'all seen what happened with Travis Scott the other night. Y'all better back up." Of course, he's referring to that deadly stampede at a Houston festival that killed 10 people. But the strip club welcomed people in to watch the tryouts. They advertised on Instagram, absolutely free to walk in the door to apply. We're welcoming the general public to come and watch the auditions of the dancers. And videos from the event showed nearly naked women dancing in a fully lit room as people throw money into the air. A man who appeared to be hyping up the crowd shouts into a microphone, "We're in mother effing Las Vegas, Nevada. We in Detroit. We in mother effing Oakland." Maybe he was confused. I don't.
I don't get that, but okay.
We need a map.
In another video, a man is warning the audience to back up as they crowd the stage. So there were some worries that some people might have gotten hurt here. Still, it says here women did earn a spot on the club's roster over there at Club Ice.
Even if each woman just brought one friend, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, I hosted a few amateur nights.
Did you get 1,000 women signing up for any of them?
At the Boom Boom. Oh, damn, Josh. No. There were a few good ones, but nothing like that. Nothing like that. There was one girl who I'll never forget who was very pretty, and she was backstage waiting to go on, and I was just hosting the thing. Hey, everybody, welcome to the show. Here's Tina, And this girl was very pretty and looked great. And I thought, oh, she's going to win. Hands down. And it was very, very cute. She she walked out on stage and kind of sauntered out, like a stripper might do. And the fan caught her hair. And all of a sudden, I always make comparisons to a Whitesnake music video. She started to get that Whitesnake video vibe going. And then she just out of nowhere, and ran off the stage.
Aww.
And I said, "What happened?" She said, "I couldn't do it. I was too nervous." But she got further out there than a lot of us would.
I couldn't do it.
No. Well, maybe after a few beers.
Yeah. I think if I was pretty tuned up, I'd be able to.
Is that something you've thought of before? I mean, you sure seem to enjoy it when you're there.
It's never. No, it's never really crossed my mind.
No.
I
What
mean,
about like an OnlyFans account or something like that?
Oh, I've thought of that
You
plenty
have?
of times. Yeah. I mean, they make so much money.
Well, yeah, some of those girls we've read about making like $1 million a month. I don't even know how that's possible.
I mean, even an extra like $200 a month would be nice.
Right?
Shoot, $20.
Here's a listener who says, I've never been to Club Ice, but I bet it's cold, bro.
Heck yeah.
Cold
Just
as
chilling
ice.
at Club Ice.
I told you before how excited I was when I rolled up on Wisconsin Dells and saw that they had a bar right in the middle of all the water slides called Club Wet. And I said, dude, we're going to Club Wet as soon as we unpack our bags. You know what I'm saying? And then we went over there and it was closed.
Jeez, I've been there.
And I walked up to somebody. I said, what up with Club Wet? They didn't know the story.
What happened to you and me at Mettler's?
Oh, let's
Remember
not
that?
talk about that. Okay, let's talk
Painful
about
memories. Jeez, broadcasting from training camp.
that. Hated that.
Yeah, it was pretty much the same thing. We threw our luggage towards the door.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to stay down there for a few days. We decided, let's start it off right going to Mettler's. We went there, and I think we sat in front of the door just praying somebody would come in and,
Yeah.
start the show.
Yeah, I think it was a Sunday, and
It was.
It never dawned on either one of us that maybe the Boom Boom down there in Mankato would be closed on a Sunday.
Well, and we thought training camp. There's all these people here.
Right,
It's going to be, even if it's not normally, it'll be open.
We hated going to Mankato for Vikings training camp because it was stupid.
Well, and everybody treated us like douchebags.
Yeah,
They didn't care,
the Vikings didn't care, and we didn't care. And I had no interest in that whole, oh boy, there's Randy Moss. Who cares? I hate that whole scene. Mm-hmm. Everyone worshiping these douchebags. Anyway, so the whole car ride down, Josh and I were just talking. This sucks. I don't want to go here, but we'll swing into Mettler's.
That'll make things all right.
And we both of us, I had my foot up on the wall of the building, pulling on the front door with all of my strength. Hello? Josh is banging. Is anybody in there? Nobody was in there.
Somebody accidentally locked the door.
The half-assed morning show backtracks.
CJ Ham for Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. When I'm on the field, I can take anything. But at home with my family, we like everything to be comfortable. That's why I trust the pros at Standard. They've been keeping Minnesotans like me comfortable for over 90 years.
Is your cooling system making strange noises or not cooling properly? Don't wait for an AC breakdown this summer. Get a free in-home estimate with Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Schedule your appointment today at standardheating.com.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show Backtracks Edition.
Now, some of you aren't going to want to hear this, but I got some information here on how your great-grandma's getting her done these days.
Oh, man.
All right.
Old folks at a joint called The Villages Retirement Community in Florida are supposedly tying loofahs to the tops of their cars to let people know that they're swingers.
Oh. Loofahs. Are those shower things?
Yeah, those spongy
Yeah?
shower thing.
Oh, okay.
In case you're not familiar with what a loofah is, my best idea is that it's a big old scratchy sponge type of deal that old-timers use to scrape away at themselves in the shower.
Those poofy things. My wife has one.
Yeah, I got one too.
Yep, same here.
My wife, she has a Jeep, and I was not familiar with ducking of Jeeps. You guys, you know what I'm talking about?
My girlfriend's been ducked.
Oh, she has? All right. And I had asked her, is this a swinger thing? What's with all these ducks running around?
Good question, yeah.
Yeah, but it's a Jeep thing. And the other day at the gas station, I saw a little duck on the ground, and I knew exactly what it was for.
Beep, beep, Jeep,
Somebody.
Jeep.
Oh, my God.
What was that? What did he say?
Beep, beep, Jeep, Jeep. Adorable. So, yeah, the whole ducking thing, I'd never heard of it until she got a Jeep. I knew of the wave. That's a Jeep thing. But duck, I guess that is as well. You guys, so you were all familiar with that?
Not until you told me. No, I wasn't familiar.
I think I'd heard you or somebody bring it up a while back.
Yeah, I think I heard about it like 3 years ago.
So back to this retirement community in Florida. And the idea is that these old-timers are tying loofahs to the tops of their cars to let people know that they are swingers. Okay? Different colored loofahs are supposed to mean different sexual things when they're hanging off of a motor vehicle, according to the story. For example, and I've got the whole code here that I'm going to let you in on. A white loofah means you're a beginner. Be gentle with us. We're beginners. Purple means you're a voyeur. you want to watch. You want to watch somebody or another get it on. Pink is something called a soft swap. Okay, I get this. A soft swap type of a swinger. You want to have sex with your partner while another couple is having sex in the same room.
So where are we at? Just taking the temperature of the room here between white, purple, and pink. Where is everyone here?
Well,
of the three we've heard so far.
of the three we've heard so far.
Yeah. And then I'd like to know the change after we hear all of them.
I'm up for purple or pink.
So you're cool with... Forget white.
Yeah.
I want purple or pink.
Blend all those colors together. Nick's in for it.
Nice.
I'm up. Let's roll through the whole thing.
Well, see, my fear is everyone's going to forget. So of the first three...
Oh, no, good
Yeah.
call. So, I see what you mean. So who was a novice or a beginner? You've never had any kind of...
right here. For
Okay.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I would probably be in the white as well at this point.
Never gotten involved in this kind of a thing?
Yeah, I never have either.
Cubby?
It's been awful.
Oh, so none of you have been involved in any of this kind of stuff. Okay. Blue. The lowest... This is the lowest level? Well, how can that be the lowest? Okay.
These are swingers. Like full on, you're having sex with the other partner.
Blue means you're the lowest level of full swap. It says here, those who can play well with others. I'm not exactly sure what they mean by that. So you're willing to swap, but I don't know if I get that.
Well, I think this is the first time where you're exchanging partners.
Okay. Yellow, mid-level swap for those who want to have fun but are still nervous. Black, the color black, loofah. Oh, that's wide open. Let it all happen. We don't care what you do. I'll do this with her. You do that with him. They're wide open. Teal is bisexual. All right.
I put you at a black, Nick, if I had to guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Let her buck.
You get her, I'll get her, and her. Then you can take her and her.
No, I'm not shy.
And then give me her, and her back.
Now, not everyone's convinced that this is a real thing. Seniors are tying loofahs to their cars in this old folks community, but there's another explanation that's innocent. Now, someone who works at this old folks home, he or she said it doesn't mean they're swingers. It just helps the old timers find their car in parking lots. You see where I'm going with that?
Yeah.
What a dumb thing to put on your antenna.
If it's not intentional.
So having a loofah on top of your motor vehicle makes it easier to find it, or that's just great-grandma's cover story. And this is the wording of the story. These are not my words. That's just great-grandma's cover story, and she really is down to clown. Has anyone ever heard?
Yes.
You've heard that before?
Yeah.
Down to clown. Mm-hmm. I'm picturing, face paint and giant shoes, but...
No, yeah, that just means you're down for whatever.
Yeah, why not?
DTF
We always hear about all those, the nursing homes they're going for like crazy and all the STDs and
hell yeah, good for them.
That's what I say. Not the STDs.
No, but yeah, the rest of it.
Yeah, do you remember when we were on those trips to...
Jamaica?
Jamaica. And the resort we stayed at was a big swingers resort. What I heard when we got there is if you propped your door open, with the little door stop deal, that meant anyone is willing to come on in and do whatever they want. And son of a bitch, not that I didn't have my fun down there, but I came real close to kicking one of those doors open when I saw I thought, whatever, let's just do it.
Let's roll the dice.
Instead, I got myself involved in an orgy where my penis came in contact with another guy's penis, but whatever.
It's one of the risks.
Yeah.
Worth it, though.
That's what the guy said to me. He said, you knew the risks.
You're listening to the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show, Backtracks.
My folks had snowmobiles when we were kids.
and it was a riot. Funny how it really didn't rub off on me or my brother.
That is weird. I wish that we did. When I lived in Prior Lake, I had thought about getting one. But my garage was too tiny to fit a car and a snowmobile in it. I couldn't.
I don't know why. You would think, coming from a family where the parents both had snowmobiles and we went snowmobiling all the time as kids, I don't know why my brother and I never got the bug or whatever the saying may be. But we had a riot as kids, mainly because almost every trip we would take, my uncle would just mangle himself in a horrific accident. And that's better than television when you're 6 years old.
Yeah.
This was the setup. It was my dad had his own sled, and so did my mother. My mother would tow us kids in an old-fashioned sleigh.
Cute.
So we would be hooked up to her sled, and she would tow us in an old-fashioned sleigh. My brother and sister and I all bundled up, sitting in the sleigh when we're tiny little kids. And then, of course, there would be some of my uncle, and then another set of uncles and aunts, and they were. I got to give my folks credit. You know, when they were young, they were buck wild. Even my mother was an animal on a damn snowmobile.
Was she?
Yes.
Cool. Did they start the same way? A case of beer and then the keys to the sled?
There was a lot of drinking. And, you know, back in those days, some of the trails in my hometown that used to be wide open, now they're no motorized vehicles, right? They reserved that for joggers and things like that. But back in the day, my folks, you could take those trails, and we could go anywhere with that effing sled just rumbling in the background. But like I said, I had an uncle who would get in a horrible accident pretty much every time. My favorite was this. I still vividly remember my uncle, he's been checked out for years now. He would always lead the pack because he was a cowboy. He was, open fields. He didn't care if, hey, we don't really know where we are right now, Donnie. Let's not go too crazy. I'll handle the son of a bitch. He was the leader guy. He didn't have any fear. And I remember I would sit in that sleigh, and I could kind of identify everyone's tail light as they're racing, away from us. And my mother would usually be the last one in the pack. So we would just sit there and watch everybody raise hell and rip across these fields. And I remember all of a sudden my uncle's tail light just disappeared. And we're like, what happened? And I see everybody in the pack accelerate like a son of a bitch. And I thought, oh, this is going to be good. Like I'm nudging my brother like, Uncle Donnie's tail light just disappeared. Everyone just is racing towards, this is going to be good. My uncle had driven full speed into the foundation of a house. And he's just laying down there, just broken into a million pieces. When you're 7, that's incredible stuff. You got to get the ambulance out to pull him out of there. That was awesome.
I didn't even get on a snowmobile until I was 24 years old. That's the first time I ever had an opportunity. Like I said, in Prior Lake, when I lived there, I thought about getting one because, you could just ride right out of your garage. If there's any Scott County folks listening, can you still do that? I know there's different places you can do it, but I wonder where the closest place to the metro where you can just jump on it and cruise around is.
Good question.
But I was told you can't in Egan, although I've seen people do it. I don't know if you're supposed to or not.
Yeah, it's a shame. Like I said, when I was growing up in Wayzata in the 70s, you could take them anywhere. And we had them up until we were about 15 or 16, and then when my folks sold them, you would have thought we would have, bristled at that. But maybe I guess I just had enough. I don't know.
I think it'd be a fun activity.
Oh, God.
With the family.
My folks raised a lot of hell.
So people are telling me Oak Grove, Lakeville, where was Ramsey, pretty close to Ramsey. These are places you can just jump on a snowmobile right outside your house. That'd be great.
Ramsey?
He says about half mile away in Ramsey.
You know what the first thing I'd do in Ramsey if I was on a snowmobile?
What's that?
Get to the city limits as quickly as possible.
Just race to the border.
Get the hell out of there.
I bought my first motorcycle in Ramsey.
Nah, you're making that up.
There used to be an adult bookstore. I'm pretty sure that was Ramsey. Have you guys seen that before?
Sounds right to me.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
is that still there?
Is it? I don't know. It looked scary on the outside.
It was right by a girl I used to date. Her folks had a house near there. Yeah, I remember that. I love that. I love that you can remember that.
Yeah, I'd never had the courage to go in, but I'd go out there all the time to visit these guys and that I bought my motorcycle from.
The old-fashioned adult bookstore.
Yeah, there it was.
I used to go to the one at Hopkins all the time, over by Blake Road. Anybody know where the... Get some videos there. Blake Road, Hopkins, anybody?
Nope.
No.
You guys are...
Surgical nurse Shizis says she's 36 and going to be on a snowmobile for the first time when we have enough snow this season.
So much fun.
I hit a tree once. You know how I was telling you by the time we were 15, 16, my folks sold the sleds, and my brother and I didn't say a word. Maybe it's because I did smoke myself in the noggin pretty good. I hit a tree going faster than hell and wasn't wearing a helmet.
Ooh.
Bashed my forehead into the windshield. Maybe that's where I said,
Yeah, you know what?
you guys can sell these whenever you're ready.
I feel dumb about it now, but I also hit a tree the first time I went, but I didn't know you had to, hit the throttle to turn. So I'm sitting there trying to turn, slow down. Yep. It's not doing anything. And the guys I was with, they were not sympathetic, by the way. And they're like, "You idiot! You gotta hit it to go." And I had no idea you had to hit the throttle to turn.
Some of the worst snowmobile accidents I've heard of. Actually, one of my friends, it happened to him running into barbed wire.
Oh.
On an open field out in Wisco there. Yep.
I'll do it.
Yeah, my folks hung with a dude who made that mistake once. That'll change your appearance a little bit.
Yep.
That Triple X bookstore off of 10 that we're talking about in Ramsey, not there anymore. People are
Son of
telling
a
me.
bitch.
The half-assed morning show backtracks.
CJ Ham for Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. When I'm on the field, I can take anything. But at home with my family, we like everything to be comfortable. That's why I trust the pros at Standard. They've been keeping Minnesotans like me comfortable for over 90 years.
Is your cooling system making strange noises or not cooling properly? Don't wait for an AC breakdown this summer. Get a free in-home estimate with Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Schedule your appointment today at standardheating.com.
When you're struggling with your mental health, the world can seem pretty heavy. Like no one understands what you're feeling, or you're not sure how to ask for help. But here's the real truth. You're never in this alone. 988 Lifeline's trained crisis counselors are available 24/7 to offer the help and support you need to make it through. No judgment, no stigma, just someone to listen. Text or call 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline, day or night. 988. Hope has a new number.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show Backtracks Edition.
Ketchup has been a hot button issue on this year radio program once or twice, specifically whether or not ketchup belongs on hot dogs. And of course, the correct answer there is no, ketchup does not belong on a hot dog unless you are a damn 6-year-old. Now, let's go this way. How do you feel in general about mayonnaise?
Nope.
Love it.
It kind of depends.
Love it.
Depends.
Especially on a grilled cheese.
We'll kill it with fire.
Ashley, let's not complicate things. All I asked was, how do you feel about mayonnaise?
Sorry.
It's a yes or no question, and you got to take it to another level by discussing the idea of mayonnaise on a grilled cheese sandwich. I wouldn't give that to my dog.
Yeah, you use it instead of butter.
I think
really
it.
good.
I
You
think
belong in prison, Ashley.
it has its place. It's kind of like botulism. When you hear botulism, you think bad, but think of all the people that have eliminated wrinkles with Botox.
I'll say this about mayonnaise. So, Dana, you don't put it on a damn thing.
No, God, no.
What would you eat like a potato salad?
No.
Okay, really?
What about like tuna salad?
Nope.
Really? None of that?
No, I'm very strong anti-condiment of all type.
Of all type?
Weird.
Ketchup,
Oh, yeah, I remember
mayonnaise,
this.
mayo, all of it. No, I can't do it.
Yeah, this was a really heated argument after the show once because I couldn't understand what he was talking about. It doesn't make sense.
But I thought there were some you admitted you do like.
Like hot sauce and barbecue sauce.
Yeah,
But
that makes
Buffalo
better.
sauce.
buffalo sauce. But I've never had ketchup in my life, and I never will.
Ever?
Ever.
How do you feel about like ranch?
No, God, no.
I told you this dude was a pimp. I'm close to that, Dana. For me, condiments of all types, a very little goes a long way. Mm-hmm. Well, let's. Our very first stupid news story says mayonnaise may be the most polarizing condiment. And that may be true. It goes on to say fans of mayo love to slather it all over everything. Haters of mayo can't decide which is worse, the taste or the texture. Both sides of the debate may take an interest in a new product. A mayonnaise brand and a brewery have collaborated. Now, when I first started reading the story, I said, oh my damn, somebody made a mayonnaise-flavored beer. And I almost vomited on myself. But what they've done is they've created a beer that apparently pairs perfectly with mayonnaise. Okay?
Why would you want to ruin a perfectly good beer by pairing it with mayonnaise?
I don't know. That's another topic we could discuss some other time, is beers that try too hard.
Yeah.
You know? There's a lot of those out there.
I suppose there's so much competition, they got to find a niche.
Right.
Oh, this one tastes like Skittles.
Great. I don't care.
Yeah, no, I want my beer to taste like beer. It doesn't need to have touches of this and that. A South Carolina-based mayonnaise, Duke's Mayonnaise. I don't know if we get any of that up here, because I scoot right past the mayonnaise department at the grocery store. Duke's Mayonnaise has teamed up with a brewery in North Carolina a brewery in Virginia called Champion Brewery. And they say they've created the perfect beer to pair with mayonnaise. So, okay. They say the result, which is called Family Recipe, that's the beer, 5.1% alcohol by volume, ABV. Did I get that right? Alcohol by volume.
That's what that stands for.
That's got a pretty good punch, right? 5.1.
Yeah.
Okay.
5.1 works.
Okay, fine. But it's a lager made with Vienna malt and Magnum and Saaz hops. I don't know what any of that means. I don't know what any of that means.
What about a BLT, Dana?
With mayo?
Mayo on that?
No.
That's one of the only sandwiches or anything, Josh. I mean, I don't even bother even thinking about mayonnaise when I'm eating tuna fish or potato salad. I guess my dislike for mayonnaise has to do with putting it on a sandwich. And I was going to say that the BLT is the one where I will tolerate mayonnaise just because I love that sandwich so damn much. So I mean that's the effing story. Is someone has made a beer to pair with mayonnaise, and that may thrill a few of you, and it might make a few of you completely sick.
What about tartar sauce?
No.
Really?
No.
Yum.
No.
Just like anything else, Josh, I'd say a very little goes a long way. Nothing.
But
Bone dry.
Dana, nothing.
Bone
You
dry.
won't dip a fish stick in some tartar sauce.
No, God, why would I do that?
What do you eat it with? Just plain?
Yeah.
Dude, that's so dry.
Gross.
I don't know. I don't know how to deal with this.
Well, what about vinegar, right? What is that?
Yeah, vinegar, pickles, in tartar sauce, mayo.
Wait a minute. Now I got lost. You mentioned tartar sauce, pickles.
Well, to make tartar sauce, mayo, pickles.
No. Don't folks dip their fish in. What is that? Is that vinegar? What is that?
I don't know. I've never done that.
Like
Yeah,
the
you
malt
could do
vinegar or
Malt.
whatever?
That's it.
Yeah.
Malt vinegar. I used to do that. I loved that as a kid.
My dad used to do that with his fries at the state fair too.
Oh, yeah.
You
That's
could
the
get.
good
Oh, I've
malt
seen that.
vinegar.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I prefer. If I'm going to have fish and chips or whatever, I like them to bring me a bucket of that malt vinegar, or whatever that swill is. I think we got the right word, but it's got kind of a sting to it. Yeah.
I pray to God this never happens, Dana, but let's say you get a terrible illness. Would you go to Mayo Clinic, or are you going to stay here? Keep it regional.
No, I refuse to even walk in the. It's funny. So the Mayo beer story. When Josh sent that to me yesterday to clean it up and edit it together, I was just like, oh God, this is annoying.
It bothered you, didn't it?
I hate even reading this headline right now.
Yeah. I like your style. Don't listen to him, kid.
No,
I
never
like
will.
your style. I'm a bone dry guy 9 times out of 10 too. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I want to taste the beaks and feet. I want to taste the lips and a-holes. I do.
Nope, I want all the condiments. Give me all of them.
Well, there's plenty. There's plenty to go around, Ashley, because Dana and I aren't touching most of it.
You can have all of ours, Ashley.
Knock yourself out.
Yeah, I'm the type who goes to McDonald's and I'm like, I want one of every one, and I will pay extra. Thank you.
One of every one what?
Every sauce.
Oh, the sauces.
Yep.
So what about like marinara sauce? Would you dip some breadsticks in? The Brotherhood wants to know.
Oh yeah, I'll F with some marinara.
Okay,
That's a
okay.
good one. That's a good question by the Brotherhood.
Cheese sauce?
Yeah, cheese. That's a good one.
Oh, like queso?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can get down some queso.
Yeah, that doesn't count. I don't think you should count that as a condiment, should you?
Well, I want to. No. I just want to see how far he's going because, I mean, it seems he's pretty on the extreme side.
Yeah.
So
What about Arby's sauce?
No, I don't. I've never had it. I don't have any desire to either.
Dude,
That's so
it's good. It's awesome.
So good.
Yeah, see, I don't get that stuff either. Arby's, I like it. When I eat an Arby's sandwich, I want to have difficulty swallowing it. You know what I mean? When you have to like contract your stomach muscles just to gulp. I like it dry, bone ass dry.
You guys are weird, man. Weird. What about like melted butter? You okay with that?
Fine.
You're fine with that?
I think the most extreme it's ever gotten was one time because this came up at a bar one time. People were eating ketchup and fries, and it came up that I'd never had ketchup before. And all my friends, they put together like $250 of cash on the table for me to eat one fry with ketchup on it, and I refused.
What? For $250?
Yeah.
You're insane. Insane.
I think
Do you
I would.
like tomatoes?
I would eat something out of an ashtray dipped in ketchup for $250.
No, I refused to do it. I
like how he sticks to his guns.
Was that just pure pride?
At that point, yeah, because it was that time in my life where I probably could have used the cash, to be honest with you. But just straight out of pride, I was like, nope, I can't do it.
If Dana and I lived together, all those side racks in your refrigerator, that's where you put the mayo and the ketchup and the mustard and every damn thing. We would have a lot of extra room for beer cans.
Exactly.
Because we wouldn't be putting any condiments in those side racks. It would just all be Steve Weisers. But it's a weird deal, the whole pairing your food with your beer. I've been drinking beer for a long time, and not once have I ever even considered pairing my beer with whatever I was planning on eating. To me, there's my food, and then there's my beer. They're very unrelated to each other. I don't know about the rest of you.
I completely agree.
Yeah. I'm having a pork chop tonight, so what would be the best drink to accompany the flavors that are... Just shut up and eat and drink your stupid beer. Whatever. How do you make that part of your routine? We got enough stress in life than to try to pair up my beer with what I'm having for dinner. I got to go to the liquor store. Why is that? You just went. Well, you're making meatloaf, and the beer I have doesn't pair well with the meat.
I think I just came up with a great scam.
What's that?
I'm going to take a stand against something weird, like condiments or something, and see if I can raise a serious amount of money and just cave in front of people. See if I can get $250 to eat it.
I see. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, what could you? Anything come to mind?
I don't eat any bread products. Get that pizza away from me. Is there crust? No. I'm not going to eat that.
Next thing you know, there's a bar crowd going, we'll give you $1,000 if you eat a piece of pizza. Cubby jams it down like he's been doing his whole life, walks out of there with $1,000.
I mean, I'll eat the heck out of this salad at Olive Garden, but get those breadsticks away from me. Nasty. Who likes those?
Croutons? Yuck.
Now we got people like Grease Monkey Jesus texting in saying barbecue sauce is usually made with ketchup, they say, Dana.
That is true.
Yes, it is. I've actually made homemade barbecue sauce before.
But it's not ketchup, is it?
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's totally different.
I imagine I feel like that's why you don't really like Arby's sauce, is because I feel like that's kind of ketchup-y.
Yeah, I've never even.
I just never liked the looks of it.
Oh.
Never liked the looks of it.
It looks like hot sauce, though.
Who says I like the looks of hot sauce?
True.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I like a sandwich to be difficult to eat. I do.
Yuck.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show podcast is sponsored by Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. New episodes drop each weekday. If your podcast platform has ratings, go ahead and give us 5 stars and maybe give our enemies 1. Thanks, and here's a word from our sponsor.
Don't wait for an AC breakdown this summer. Get a free in-home estimate with Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Schedule your appointment today at standardheating.com.